And during this time, I guess you began to work with Zoe. Y'all wasn't Trak Starz at the time.
Nah, like Zoe didn't really come in. That was like, this is early in the beginning. Like this still kind of the Out of Order era.
Yeah.
You know, Zoe didn't.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. Like Zoe didn't come into. That was kind of when Out of Order was at the end stage.
Gotcha.
When we was kind of, everybody was separating, going their separate ways. So the label, us being signed to the label, was pretty much over at that time when Zoe came in.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm explaining to you now, it's like still early PD Wax.
Gotcha.
Out of Order.
Well, just kind of doing research. I thought at the time he was kind of like producing tracks with you during that time for Out of Order.
You talking about Zoe?
Yeah.
Now Zoe was. What's funny is about Zoe is that he was actually producing records with PD Wax.
Gotcha.
That a group that was signed with the label, but I didn't know Zoe at that time.
Gotcha.
But that was just what we call a coincidence, the connection that was already there too. Yeah.
When exactly did you and Zoe, I guess, meet?
Well, me and Zoe met in the later Out of Order days. Like, you know, once Out of Order started to, like, everybody started to go their separate ways, and we left the label. That was the ushering in with Zoe, like basically, and that was the whole 9 era. So when I left Out of Order, you know what I'm saying, I guess merged into the whole 9 situation. So Zoe came in, I want to say probably around the whole 9 situation, yeah.
At one point, did y'all come up with the name Trak Starz? Is it just something that came, you know, later down the years, y'all just working together, and it just, you know, came out of, you know, just thought one day and just came, well, we're gonna call ourselves Trak Starz. How did they come about?
Yeah, we were just vibing one day, coming up on names, and we would just track this. We had some other names, so Trak Starz was just one of the names we wrote down. And I want to kind of clear that up too, because at that time, like I told you, it was a friction. I don't want to say it was a friction like that, but it was a situation between us and the Trackboyz. Mm-hmm. So when we came up with the Trak Starz name, we would just write down a lot of names, and that just happened to be one of them. But we didn't never sit down and conspire to say, you know, we want to take the Trackboyz name, such. So we came up with the Trak Starz name was on the list. So we sent the names to Shaka, and he actually liked the Trak Starz. But me and Zoe sat down and thought about it and was like, nah, maybe we should change the name, you know what I'm saying, because it's a little too close to the Trackboyz. And that's when Shaka called us back and was like, you know, nah, you know what I'm saying, y'all should just keep the name because, you know, my cousin is Tone and Poke, and anybody that knows Tone and Poke knows the Track Masters. So that was Shaka's, I think that was one of Shaka's cousins, one of them were. And he was like, nah, you know, my cousin are the Track Masters, so that's just a brand of a name, so just keep the name. But we did have a conscience about it, that we didn't really want to use it, but he was like, nah, just keep it. So that's how the name came. But we had other names prior to that.